Earth, the planet that we live on, home to nearly 10 billion people. But is it home to all of us? Some of us are not from here and we know it. Maybe not consciously, but on a subconscious level we know we don't belong here. So where did we come from? Which galaxy did we originate from? Who are our original people? We have to ask ourselves, are we from the Milky Way galaxy or from somewhere else? We are on a constant journey of searching where we belong and why we exist in the first place. But are the explanations from earthly religions going to answer these questions for us? So many people these days have questions of life and existence, but are left empty with only more questions after following some earthly belief structure for years. We also wonder, why are some people born with incredible talents and seemingly have an advantage over others intellectually, and some fall short? Do we reincarnate and learn through our existence, giving us an advantage in our next lifetimes? Or do we live only one lifetime and go to heaven like religion tells us? Some people believe we're in a simulation and our lives are being controlled by powerful beings. Some people believe that a creator deity presides over us and dictates every aspect of our lives. Or do we have control over our own lives completely, and we decide every aspect of our existence? We live on a planet that's shrouded in mystery with ancient structures that were built, but we have no definitive way of explaining how this was accomplished. Did other people from another planet come to Earth in the distant past and help our ancestors build these megalithic structures? Also, do ghosts exist, or are they figments of our wild imaginations? Have the hundreds of sightings of Bigfoot and other cryptids been fabrications of people that were seeking attention? Or have they been here with us all of this time? We also have to ask the question about our genetics and why we are so barbaric and warlike. Were we genetically manipulated by other human beings to be predisposed to barbaric tendencies? Have other humans and people from the great expanse of the cosmos been coming here for millions of years, and people are only denying this fact? I'm going to delve into these things: reincarnation, spirituality, existence, UFO encounters, the paranormal, science, genetics, and the future on livestream, and discuss with you, the listeners, and try to figure out the truth of all these mysteries. And maybe, just maybe, we'll find out together that we are all not from Earth. With the world facing an all-out nuclear conflagration, we are stepping into our inevitable doom for the time being. So how do we come out of this negative period? And what lies on the other side of this horrible apocalyptic future that's leering around the corner? Is there a positive future despite the unrelenting efforts by negative dictators that want to rule this world for their own negative purposes? How do we regular people survive this time? We have to ask ourselves what lies in the future for all of us. Are we going to continue being warlike and barbaric? Are we going to continue to hate each other for our differences? Or are we going to find a way to coexist together on this planet and fight for a positive future where there is true progress? Or will this be the end of this civilization forever because of the mega-maniacal individuals that just can't figure things out? Can we persevere through all of the horrible things that are going on now and will continue to happen in the near future? Can we access immeasurable creativity and design amazing architectural feats? Will we snap out of this lazy mentality and find a way to clean the planet up after the horrible price that we've paid for allowing the most unreasonable negative individuals to dictate how we should live our lives? Are the greatest accomplishments for Earth humanity in the near future? When will this positive future happen? Can we come together as a civilization and work together in a positive manner and terraform Mars, giving us another place to live until we venture out into another forever system? We are all living on a system where the sun is dying, and this system is nearly at an end. We only have a maximum of 1,200 years left before we need to all leave this system that we call home and venture out into the great expanse of the cosmos. But there is only one way to do that: together. We have to put aside any enmities and preconceived notions about each other and life itself, and look at things from a neutral scientific view to fully grasp the true meaning to life itself. And we have to put aside any submissive belief structures that have divided us for millions of years. Life is simple, and it always has been. But so many people overcomplicate it to the absolute extreme. They attach these ideologies and supernatural principles to something that is so basic and primal and beautiful, muddying up the true meaning to life and existence from pure to grotesque. We are all on a clock in this life, and so many people make the decision to waste the time they have on popular delusions, instead of being neutral and open-minded and coming to their own intelligent conclusions. We have to ask ourselves, what is going to be our legacy in this lifetime? Is it going to be something positive, or are we going to look back from our next lifetime and be ashamed of the mistakes we made? Will we come together and delve deeper and deeper into the secrets of genetics, curing all diseases, viruses, and degenerative disorders? Will we advance our physiology and extend our lives and be healthier physically, psychologically, and emotionally? Will we develop more and more advanced technology and begin to explore space further and further away from home? There is a positive future ahead, but it's going to take more and more people to see the truth of what's going on now and what's happened in the past. It's also going to take people to rise up and find a way to let go of all delusional belief structures and embrace their own might and power and finally take control of their lives fully. So, let's discuss this tonight. The future of this civilization.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast. We're all not from Earth. It's episode number 27. I'm going to talk about the future with special guest Gloria Battini. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Vincent. I'm very excited to be here. And hello, everyone.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, Gloria is she's a spiritualist, and she deals with soul alchemy and energy healing and tarot and all that. She's a well-known um, person in this field. You want to kind of like explain to everybody what it is you do and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm a woman on a mission. I definitely am. I'm a woman on a mission. I everything that I do, which is encompasses like so many different things, like you said, tarot, energy healing, soul alchemy. I also teach intuitive development and all that. Um, it's all with the purpose of helping as many people as I can come home to themselves, because I really believe that that's what's at the core of creating a better world, stepping into a better world, building a better world. I really believe that there's so much in the world around us that just is pushing us to be so disconnected from ourselves, and not be okay with who we are. And so every single thing that I do, every single video that is out there, or meditation or course or session that I do, is with this purpose. And there's so many different modalities that I do, but that's just how my soul works, I believe. It's just like that. It likes different things, and so different things we shall focus on. But that's the purpose, like that brings them all together. I really want people to live at their most authentic, because that's how we get better. That's what I think.
Yeah. Um, what is the true meaning to life in your opinion? Because I have a different like opinion than most people do. I just want to hear your opinion about that.
Oh, what is the true meaning of life?
Yeah, why we exist, where are we going?
I think the meaning of life is, well, honestly, um, maybe it is coming home. Maybe it is home. Maybe it is home. Maybe it is just this beautiful experience that we get to have here. I also don't believe in just one singular life. I really believe that we have multiple lives going on at the same time, in so many like different dimensions. I feel like our soul is like this bundle of energy that has different, expressions of it. And they are all like different lives and different things. So I feel like maybe each and every single life is just maybe experience, you know, growth,
Yeah,
experience, home.
yeah,
Yeah.
to like gain knowledge each lifetime,
Maybe. Yeah.
grow in intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your meaning? I'm curious now.
Oh, okay. All right. First, do you have you had any like past life dreams?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You have really being like in a different physical body.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I have a lot of past life dreams too. All right, so my perspective on the true meaning of life is I actually had like near death experiences, and I went to the beyond, to the Akashic records, and also to the galactic records. So you talk about the Akashic records too.
Yeah.
Um, So we live like for 116 million year period. We reincarnate. We go through lifetime after lifetime, and we grow with spiritual power and intelligence. And we incarnate in different genders. Some people, they're kind of like, I don't want to. If you're a man, you don't want to incarnate as a woman, but you have to get that perspective of both genders, right?
Hmm.
And so we incarnate as both male and female to get the perspective of both genders, and you have to take advantage of it however much time you have. Sometimes you got 40 years, sometimes you got 50, maybe 100, but it all matters whether or not you're a good person or a bad person. You make that decision, and you learn everything you possibly can learn, and then once the 116 million year period is up, then you ascend to the period spiritual, like become part of the universe creation. So we have to take advantage of that. 116 million years is not that long, and we exist forever. Though. I believe we exist forever. You do too.
Yes, I do. I don't believe we die. No, I don't believe
Yeah,
we die. Like I feel like the concept of death that we have, I don't think that that's what it is. No.
what about like people's theory that like you just live this one lifetime and you like fade out of existence? That's not possible, is it?
I really, do you know what? I can't see that. I can't see that being it. I really can't see that being it, especially with so many things that, I mean, obviously there's more that we don't know versus what we do know, right? There's so much more, questions, so many more question marks. But I feel like even with the little that we know, it's just like it doesn't add up to me that we would just be this thing for a little bit and then that's it. Like there's nothing to it.
Yeah, that's kind of like depressing, isn't it? That you only get one chance at it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I feel like you get one chance in this life at being this expression of your soul. Yes, right. But I don't believe that this is just it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's definitely if you've had past life dreams and I've had past life dreams, there are people out there that have. I want to do like a poll and see how many people have actually had past life dreams. But it's kind of hard to tell the difference. Some dreams are, like just like mundane, but past life dreams are pretty powerful though. You know that it was you, right?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
actually, it's become very evident to tell, like very evident. And I've had vivid dreams since I was born. Like I've always had very, very vivid dreams. And, but it's only been after I started to understand a little bit more about these things and, developing my intuition and psychic skills and all that, that I woke up and be like, oh, okay. That's what it was then, And then since then, now I'm like, yeah, that's another life. That's yeah. I'm able to distinguish it yeah, pretty easily now.
I'm just wondering, like, were they all on Earth or like on a different planet or something?
I've had no, the ones that I've had during dreams, I found them all to be earthbound. But then when I go into Akashic Records, when I visit the Akashic Records, when I do like different kinds of meditations, then I've come across a few that are not on Earth. But when it comes to like the ones that I dreamt about, they were all earthbound. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and describe like the ones that weren't on Earth, and I might be able to tell you like where you're from, like originally.
Oh, I'd love that. So I definitely had a planet. This was one of the first ones actually that I had. And it was so interesting. So the planet was very watery. and there was a lot of rose quartz all over the place, like caves made of rose quartz, like rocks, like rose quartz everywhere, mountains, rose quartz. Like it was so very much like that. The people of it were very tall, kind of like humanoid, but not, kind of like, I would say like the closest description would be like the Avatar kind of people, very,
Okay.
very
Yeah.
tall, quite skinny, purple. And I was teaching children. I was educating children. I was looking after the younglings, and I couldn't even say children because that's not what it is. But I was looking after younglings and teaching and whatever that was. But it was all
That
made of quartz.
that is so fascinating. I'm gonna see if I can put up a picture here real quick,
Yeah.
and see if this like resembles anything that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did an episode on like what the other classifications of human beings look like,
Okay.
and kind of I had to like AI generate this photo, but um, see, here it is. I think I put it up here. All right, take a look at this one. Something like that, like the first one.
Oh, yes. More like it. I definitely had really long hair. So I did have hair. But the eyes were very much like that. Yeah, actually. I would say it does resonate for sure. But the clothes were not like the second picture. The clothes were more like the first one.
Oh, okay.
So more like simplified. Yeah.
So there wasn't like ice and snow and all around you.
No, it was watery, like proper,
Okay,
like yeah, water.
that's interesting.
I'm trying to remember if I saw any buildings or any structures, but all I saw was actually caves.
You know what? I just figured it out. You're Lemurian. That's where you're from. You're
You
Lemurian.
reckon?
Yeah, because the Lemurians, see, they came here. They came here thousands and thousands of years ago, like the gods Krishna and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The blue skin tones. They settled in. They're still here actually. The Lemurians are still here. They have a city underneath the Gobi Desert over there between Mongolia and China.
Ooh, I love
Yep.
that.
Yep.
I'm gonna look
Yeah. So
into that.
I'm pretty sure that you're Lemurian, and you came here
Aw,
thousands of years ago. Um, and they also came with like the Atlanteans. You looked into like the Atlantis legend and all that. So
yeah,
they came with the Lyrans, Vegans, and Lemurians. Three different peoples came here, and yeah, that's who you were originally,
I love
Lemurians. So that's pretty cool. Huh?
I love that. I've not dived into the whole like learning about the different civilizations, but I will now. I will now for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that you were a Lemurian. Yeah, they're the only ones that are left though, unfortunately. The
Oh,
Lemurian civilization kind of like it was destroyed. It's out there in the Lyra Vega system. So like the Lyrans and the Vegans, they've been coming here a lot. So that's how you ended up on Earth. Me, this is just my first lifetime. I was actually the the one picture on the right, but
mhm.
not blue skin tone, but I was a frigoroid. So I remember like snow and ice and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
that's
is so
pretty interesting.
fascinating. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
Thank
So talk a little bit about the Akashic records. People have like a misconception about that. They think that like it's on another planet or it's in the universe. Explain like your method of reaching it.
Yeah. So first of all, I just wanna say something about this because I just recently did an Akashic record reading for no, sorry, it wasn't an Akashic record reading for someone. It was a different kind of reading. I think it was a tarot reading for someone. I can't remember exactly, but um something came up about her past and understanding her contracts and her Akashic records and stuff. And she told me that she tried to go herself and she had a really traumatic experience. She had a lot of fear and a lot of things that she wasn't comfortable with, and she didn't want to go back again. She got like really scared. And so the first thing that I want to know is, please be trained. Like if you want to access your Akashic records, please do a lot of research and don't just pick a random meditation online that just tells you, oh, here, go here, you can access your Akashic records with this. I think, it's a little bit deeper than that. And it requires a lot of energy. So please, 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 like, do some research and make sure that you're doing it properly if you want to do it on your own. But the best way is to go with somebody that knows how to do it. Having said that, so the Akashic records are just an archive of everything that exists, really. It's just an energetic with information about pretty much everything. And the way that I access it, I do not access it myself. I access it through a guide. And I just ask for whatever information I need, whether it's for myself or for a client, pertinent to what we're going through. And I just, gain information like that. Yeah, it's pretty much, it's very vast because you can literally ask anything you want to know. It's like having access to this amazing encyclopedia of everything. That's how I feel about it. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. It's definitely on the planet. People have their misconceptions about it. Obviously, that woman, she had a bad experience. That was a little bit too much for her. Yeah, you have to develop yourself, a little bit through meditation and go there. But it has what it's in there for anybody that doesn't know. It's past lives, the information about the planet, biology, animals, insects. There's even some like scientific information in there, and you just have to like sift through all that stuff. It's kind of like a library, but not really. And there are like secret compartments, but the only thing that I do, I access that when I sleep. I can't do it consciously. I can't
Really?
figure out how to do it. Yeah, through meditation. But yeah, in my sleep I'm able to do it. So that's kind of frustrating for me. But
Well,
but
set
yeah,
the intention before you go to sleep.
do what?
Set an intention before you go to sleep to
Oh yeah.
gain the information that you want, and
Hmm.
you will go there and you gain that usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of like intentional meditation or whatever, like focus on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We actually can access a lot, like intentional sleep. It's a thing, like we can access so many things that we want during our sleep. So if you have like a little moment before you fall asleep and you set your intentions and you open yourself up and say like, I want to utilize this sleep for this, then especially if you're already accessing your Akashic records during your sleep, then why not? Yeah.
Have you ever heard of like the galactic records?
The galactic records I have heard, but have not delved into. No.
Yeah, so the galactic records is kind of like the whole galaxy's Akashic records. That's a little bit more difficult to access, though. It seems like lately I've been accessing it. There's so much information. I wake up like exhausted. So yeah, it just takes practice. I think in the future, people are gonna meditate. Everyone's gonna meditate, and we're gonna be incredibly spiritual, and all this stuff is going to be normal. The stuff that you and I talk about, it's not exactly mainstream, is it?
Mm, exactly. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. I can, as I was saying, when we had a chat just before we started the live, I really do have a lot of hope for where we're going. And I believe that a lot of the doom and gloom stuff that is being spread through the media, I think the reason why it's been so heavily pushed right now, it's because there's whoever's running the show, or whoever thinks that they're running the show, is definitely scared of the amount of people that are waking up to a lot of things. And so it's like, oh, let's let's push it more. You know what I mean? Let's push it more because people have stopped buying it. So what do you normally what does one do when you feel like you're losing it? You push stronger, right? You go heavier. I feel like that's what's happening. So I feel like the media are getting a little bit scared over there, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely because all throughout time they've been doing that. They've been like pushing away from anything of a spiritual nature
Yeah,
and focusing more on like like a religious aspect of it.
yeah,
I don't knock anybody for what they believe in. I support people for what they believe in, but we are spiritual beings. We have to focus on that part of ourselves. Yeah,
absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
like it's just like muscles. You have to work out, and you have to work out your brain, and you have to work out your spirit. So people don't realize
Absolutely.
that yet.
Yeah.
But this is this is something that I generated. This is what I think that the future is going to look like on Earth. It's pretty
Oh, I
cool.
love that. Yes. I love that.
That's kind of what things might look like. You got the guy in the background floating around in that suit, and
Yeah.
uh, women wearing the flowing dresses. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, technology is going to evolve. I know that much. But what do you think things are going to look like?
I believe you know, a lot of people, I feel like this is a conversation that a lot of people are having. All technology um is stealing people's jobs, right? Or robots, whatever, are stealing people's jobs because everything is automated because of this, because of that. You know, I'm not mad about it because I don't think that's what we were born to do. I really don't think we were born to do these repetitive jobs that are being replaced by machines. I believe, like you said, we are spiritual beings. And I feel like a big part of that has to do with creativity. And so I feel like, yeah, let the machine like replace whatever so that we can really look inside of ourselves and give ourselves the chance to actually live the life that we're meant to, you know? And so when you ask me, what I see the future looking like, I feel like that, yeah, the machines are going to do the jobs that we don't need to do, that we were never meant to do. So we can focus on contributing to society. We can focus on creativity. We can focus on, enriching the world with some things and not just a mechanical, repetitive job that a machine can do. I really have a lot of faith in that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I so like we'll develop technology. We'll have more free time to develop ourselves spiritually, to have spend time with family and friends and all that. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I really truly believe so. But the thing, what is happening now, which I feel like this is a really, really interesting time to be alive, really, really interesting time because we are seeing the really the power of conditioning. Like we are being given this opportunity. Machine and technology is taking over certain things, and we are given the opportunity to make a different choice about our life. Okay, so this job doesn't exist anymore. What does that mean about me? What can I take this time to figure myself out? Can I be interested in actually who I am, and not be, a sheep anymore, or work on, the hamster wheel anymore? And I feel like there's been so much conditioning for a lot of people that they are at a point that they even refuse to look at at their own potential. I feel like there's for some individuals out there that there's this like rejection of looking at their own potential, and it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart because I believe that nothing is going to heal the world more than you doing exactly what you're meant to do, like exactly what you were created to do, to express yourself and just live for your joy. I believe that there's nothing more perfect than that.
Yeah, there's so many like people like these know-it-alls pushing and pulling people in the wrong direction, and they can't figure out what they have to do with their lives. That's a big part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very sad. It's
Yeah,
very
so
sad.
you got to kind of like sometimes you do have to kind of struggle and you have to make mistakes and you have to figure some things out the hard way. But, this builds self confidence, small, like little accomplishments.
Yeah.
And that's part of what you try to do with people with your one on one sessions and all that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have a lot of people that come to me that they're like, and this is what I love actually, and I'm very grateful to be part of their journey, because they're coming and they're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but what I know is that it's not what I'm doing. you know, they're like, I know that this is not the life I'm supposed to live. I know that this isn't it, but I am very confused as to where to go from here and how to find it out, um, and that's what I help a lot of people do. And a lot of this stuff involves healing, involves taking power over your brain again, really connecting with your heart, really connecting with your intuition. And in order to do that, there's a lot of letting go that we need to do. And for a lot of people, it's a shock to the system, because you realize it is possible that you realize that you've been living a lie, and you've been manipulated and conditioned into believing certain things that were never actually true, and it was always in your power to change things and to do what you want. So this is how I work with people. So usually if we work together for a longer period of time, like 6 months to a year, I always start with their astrology. Astrology is a language that I find that I understand very well. Like, it really resonates with me. So we dig a little bit into their astrology of purpose, the astrology of their past, or whatever. So we find out a little bit more. And actually 99% of the time, and I'm only saying this because I don't necessarily give the 100% to anything, but 99% of the time, I feel that actually the person already knows. Even if they come to me like feeling completely lost, and then they look at their astrology and are like, oh, actually, I always desired that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. There's a reason for that, So that's where we start from. And then we work, once the person knows, then we work our way towards it. So that can involve different type of I'm also a qualified coach. And so I do a lot of coaching. I do a lot of spiritual work with them. I do a lot of Akashic records with them. I do a lot of healing. And we just bring them back home to themselves. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, people, they just they know the truth, but sometimes they need somebody to kind of point them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. I was thinking about getting into stuff like that, but yeah. How do you feel about the fact that you're a Lemurian? What if one of them contacts you? That'd be funny.
What if who contacts me?
One of the Lemurians that are here on
Oh,
the
I'm so I
But
speak
they
to a
showed
lot
up.
of things. I meditate for about an hour to 90 minutes every day, like
They could
consecutively.
they
So the
they could be
stuff that I
watching.
see, huh?
They could be watching right now. You never know, and then they might show up at your door.
Yeah, I'm always like, yeah, please, I'm here. I'm here for a chat. I'm always available for a chat. I'm always I see so many things in my meditations, like the stuff that I really go into. It's so beautiful. And that's part of the reason why that makes me say that please don't just focus on what you see. Please don't just focus on what you see. What we're seeing is just such a small percentage of what's available. And I feel like we are living a very restricted kind of life. Like, open your mind, open your senses, go beyond the physical, because there's so much more there that can like enrich your life and expand your knowledge, expand yourself as well, honestly, the stuff that I see in my meditations every day, it's mind-blowing. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. Another thing people might be fascinated about. I have no idea, but tarot. You want to explain that? That is such an interesting topic, and you do tarot readings, so.
I do. There's thank you for asking that, because there's so many misconceptions around it. First of all, I also teach it, by the way. I do it and I teach it as well. So there's this misconception that tarot predicts the future. right? Nothing predicts the future simply because the future we create it, right? We create it every single day. So tarot is a tool that you use to read the energy that we cannot see, right? To read energy. And so it works with, so the cards, it's a visual tool, obviously. So the cards have symbols in them. The cards have, you know, colors. There's different suits. It's divided into the major and the minor arcana. So the major arcana is the journey of the soul. So whenever you have one of those cards coming up, it has to do more with the purpose that you're here, you know, the soul mission that you're here to fulfill. And then the minor arcana cards, which are the suits, you know, the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles, they have more to do with the everyday unfolding of life. And so it's a language. Tarot is a language. So you, by setting your intention to what the reading is going to be about, you bring your energy to the tarot. So the tarot responds to your energy. The tarot responds to the energy of the question that you asked, and the tarot responds to the energy of the person that you're reading for. So when you create this environment, it becomes a unique experience in which you can read the energy available. I recently had somebody message me saying, oh, I've put these cards in AI and the description came out different from what you said. And I'm like, yeah, AI does not have an intuition. AI does not work with energy. If you put the meanings of tarot cards in AI, it's just going to tell you this plus this plus this, right? But that's not what tarot is. It's so much more than that.
It's like intuition, right? It's intuition. You have to feel it.
It is, of course, yeah. Intuition
Yeah,
is all about like reading energy, and it's a beautiful tool. Like there's so, like, I'm using here, I've got the like traditional tarot, it's the Rider-Waite tarot, and it's such an expressive tool. I mean, look at this. Like, this is the first card of the tarot. It's the Fool. Look at it. It's good. Like, you look at the card, and then there's so much more to it. Like, there's a little dog. He's on the, you know, he's on a cliff about to take a leap, but he's got not, it doesn't have a care in the world. You know, the sun's behind him, the sky is clear. He's got a little bird connected to spirit. He's got a little bag with everything that he needs. So it's a really, really hopeful kind of card. And so it's not, when you read the tarot, it's not just about memorizing the meanings of the cards. It's also realizing how the tarot speaks to you and your subconscious and your intuition specifically. Because I am very happy when I see these cards, but there's people that when they see these cards, they're like, ooh, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. And that's okay, because that's how tarot is communicating with them, and that's perfectly fine, right? It's a beautiful tool. Do you have a question for the tarot?
What is the most positive card of the deck?
There's no positive or negative.
Like a destiny card or something?
There's a destiny card.
Is there? I don't know.
There's a destiny card. I mean, a lot of cards have to do with destiny. I feel like maybe one of the most like energetically charged cards is death. And again, it's another tower. It's another card I was saying, and the tower. The tower and death, they are two cards that people very often freak out about. But actually they are so energetically charged with beautiful things. But again, it's just our misconception, it's just our conditioning that makes us feel bad or scared about them, right? Instead, it's they're very, very beautiful cards. I'm just trying to find death for you. Wait a second. There it is. So look at that. So we have death coming on a horse. You know, skeleton coming on a horse. There's loads of, you know, everybody looks the same when it comes to death. This is a card of transition. When death comes, you're entering a new phase of your destiny, a new phase of your soul's evolution, let's say. Yeah, you're entering something new. And it might feel like a really heavy kind of transition, because transitions sometimes are, especially at a soul level. But it's like, this is it. Like, something is changing for real. Something is dying in order for something else to be born.
I see. Like your personality on the fundamental level is changing.
Yeah, your path could also be
Mm.
your path, your character, the way that you relate to the world, the way that you walk your path as well. Like, yeah. And then obviously it's the meaning is going to adapt a little bit based on the question that is being asked. So obviously whenever it shows up, but usually it indicates something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I'm gonna look more into that. Yeah, I love that tarot and all that kind of stuff. Well,
Beautiful.
I know that you've got some business to take care of. 40
Yeah.
minutes went by pretty quick, huh? So just let everyone know, like, your website and socials and all that, where they can find you and
Yes. You can go on gloriabattini.com. You can find all the work that I do there, all my courses, all my sessions. If you are on the Insight Timer app, which is a meditation app, I'm a teacher on there and I have a community. So you're more than welcome. I do several live events every week. So you're more than welcome to join. But everything is also streamed to my YouTube channel. So you can find Gloria Battini. I do not have social media on purpose. I don't believe in the beautiful future that you showed us that you built with the AI. I don't believe social media is that. I really don't
yeah,
think so.
yeah.
So
The future is in our hands. We have to manifest that destiny.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate it. It was nice talking to you. That was fascinating. I'm definitely gonna look into tarot. Yeah, you're welcome anytime you want. Whenever you have some time, just let me know. Email me, and it was an interesting conversation, guys. This was Gloria Battini, and talking about tarot and the future and some other stuff. So, all right, I guess I'll see you later, Gloria. You have a
Thank you so
good
much.
rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much. You too. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me. And thanks everybody for watching. Thank you.
All right, that's it. That's it for tonight, you guys. I'll do another episode tomorrow. Be talking probably about consciousness, power healing. So you got me on that topic now, but meditation and all that. But yeah, you have a good rest of the weekend, Gloria. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks so much.
All right,
Bye.
good night.
Bye bye.
Good day. I'm sorry. Good day.
Yes.